I'm Ken Froese from Untitled, Oklahoma. We're in southern Rogers County in eastern Oklahoma. We're talking about native bluestem hay. In our area, we bale it once a year. The way the crop grows, if you bale it twice, you're going to have to add fertilizer and other nutrients to help offset what it doesn't get itself. If you cut it yearly, it averages about 1.5 tons to an acre. Is a high quality hay. It's not a high protein hay. Don't count on it for protein. It's highly digestible. A lot of our customers are horse people, that they're already putting the protein to the horse's ration, and they need a good hay and a roughage to stabilize their animals. The reason the horse people are liking the bluestem hay is they can pretty well feed it free choice to their horses, and they don't have to worry about colic. In eastern Oklahoma, we'll start cutting around the 4th of July. If it's real dry weather like this year, we're starting a little earlier. We're starting the last day of June, before the grass gets too stemmy and it'll start burning after it gets so dry. If you do have to, or decide you want to cut bluestem meadows the second time, one thing you'll need to do is you'll need to fertilize those after you get that second cutting off to strengthen the root system on your bluestem. Bluestem, it sends that second growth. That's why we started early. A lot of times you'll come back in October, November, and man, you've got a pretty good growth back. Well, that's what you want, a considerable amount of it, because after you have a hard frost, then the nutrients go up out of the stems and go down into the roots, and it makes the root system a whole lot better, and it gives them nutrients to start the next year for your next cutting next year. So that's why you got to fertilize before you get a frost, stuff like that, so it can get some of that nutrients in the root system and give you a strong plant for next year. Comparing bluestem to Bermuda or Fescue, the Bermuda, when you get an early drought like we're having this year, where the water is just shut off, the Bermuda just got good and started, and the guys are usually wanting to cut their Bermuda once a month. Well, they're going to do good to get it once, unless we get some rain later. Bermuda is a pretty tough plant, but it does not have a deep root, so when it gets dry, it'll let you down. Bluestem will still go ahead and put out a decent crop. Fescue, more of a cool season grass. It'll grow earlier in the spring. If you've got a combination of that in your pastures, they'll graze the heck out of it in spring and in late fall, and then they'll hit your other grasses in the meantime.
For more detailed information on native pastures in your local area, contact your Natural Resource Conservation Service or your county extension office.